Welcome back to another episode of Mid-Island Custom Diecast. My name is Evan, and today we're going to be working with the Hot Wheels Dodge D100 pickup truck for the Four Horsemen build January, which is a Dakar Rally theme. Here is the truck that we're starting with. You can see here I've taken some of the wheels from a 4x4 Mustang just to give it a little bit more beef. Yeah, they don't quite roll as they should, obviously, because they're bigger. So we'll take the Dremel to it and just open up those. Mostly the rears were a little tight, so I just put the sanding bit on. I did do some filing and stuff too, just to give that back wheel well a little bit more space. And we'll just put it back together here. And see, it's rolling good. All right, let's get to it. Remember, if you like what you see, please subscribe and hit that bell to be notified of future video uploads. So we got it out of the stripper, and here's what we're looking at. A little bit of that orange paint left. I did go over it with the Scotch-Brite beforehand, and you know, these new castings sometimes are a little tough to get the paint off with the weak paint strippers they sell at the hardware store these days. Anyway, we go over it with the wire wheel and clean off any little bit of oxidization that might be there, as well as all the extra paint. Go over the outside and the inside of the body, get it all nice and shiny. And we'll go over the booth for a coat of the light gray primer from Tamiya, and that's looking good. And so I wanted to go do a little something extra here, so got the pin vise out. Sorry for the camera angle, but we're gonna put a couple little holes in the push bar and take some floral wire and a bit of styrene and just put on some lights. And this, I found, was the strongest way to do it without breaking them off. So we'll just put a little dab of glue on, stick that little wire back in eventually. Here we go. And we'll do that for the other side as well. And of course I trimmed off the wires and sanded them down a bit. So here we'll give it a coat of some satin black. I think it's Chaos Black or something. I don't know, some cheap paint I got from Walmart. Give it a nice coat all over. I also changed the steering wheel, which you might have caught there. Just a little something extra I like to do with the interiors. So the body gets a coat of white for the base. This is again just a, I think, Rust-Oleum paint. Then we do some taping. Cover the front grille, cover the back, and the front hood and roof on a bit of an angle from the fender up. Gets I think it was mica blue. I'm not sure, it was blue anyway. And now we'll see how my taping does. And we'll skip to the last piece, and success. This was I did have some other running later. This one, no, I've already done the red, and you can see it leak through a bit. This is orange. We're just going to do a few stripes down the side. First red, then orange. This is the second coat of orange. I like to do a little light coat first, kind of lock in the edges of the tape, and then do a lighter coat, or a heavier coat after that. This is the final stripe color, which is a yellow. Again, 2 coats. First coat, I think, anyway, kind of seals the tape. There we are. And while that's sort of drying, we will attend to the chassis. As always, I like to use the silver Sharpie. Just a little detail. You're never really I'm not gonna show it in the turntable at the end, or you're not gonna see it in the photos, but it's one of those things that I know it's there, and it just adds a real nice touch to the bottom. So there it is. Here we have the interior section, of course, with the push bar and the lights. I'm going to paint them yellow, like they have covers on them. And I skipped all this, but you can see I painted some seat belts, a toolbox, and some other details there. Now here, oh yeah, one more thing to paint on the body is the roll bar and lights. So this is with Molotow spray paint. I think it's called deep gray black, black deep gray, I don't know, some combination of those three words. So just got the bars all cleaned up. Now onto some finished detail painting. I already got the front headlights painted in black, which simulates a cover, as I've seen on a bunch of 4x4 trucks. This is the clear orange from Tamiya. They would have been covered probably too on a race truck, but you know, I thought it looked nice. So the back taillights, they got some chrome silver and now some clear red. And that's the passenger side, this is the driver's side. Yeah, I don't know. Detail painting is not my favorite thing, as most of my longtime subscribers will know, but these turned out okay. Now for a bit of a race livery. I'm going to do some decals, shell, and I think I do, well, we'll see here in a second, Bosch. Just some sponsors. I'm not going to show you all the decals, and I'm not going to show you the crazy process because there's 100 different videos on how to do decals out there. But we'll show you a few and then we'll move on. Now, I did not have time to do a clear coat, and frankly, I don't want to lose the shiny blue, and I didn't want to make the roll bars shiny, so maybe I'll tape it and do a clear coat later, but you know, I think you'll see that it looks pretty good without a clear coat anyway. So now we'll just we'll put the whole package back together, take the screws out. There's the chassis and the interior section all detailed up. Put the windshield back in and the interior, and screw it all back together. So instead of taking a look at what we started with, I just want to drop a little reminder of the Skid Invitational put on by Outlaw Speed Shop. Please go over to my Instagram at Mid-Island Diecast for more updates on that. And now we'll have a look at what we ended up with. Here it is with all of the various decals. Painted the front lights on the roll bar lights in an off-white. Finished the light covers with the KC logo hand painted on, which turned out okay, and everything else. So anyway, we'll leave you with a few glamour shots. I want to thank the Four Horsemen for doing this event. It was a fun build, even though right down to the wire for me, and want to thank all you guys for watching, and we will see you next week for the post-apocalyptic Three Blind Mice build.